Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of mathematical reasoning. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this topic, the question tells us that statement which is given to us, that is P cap negation Q cup negation P cap Q cup negation P cap negation Q. We have been given that this statement is equivalent to which of the following four options? First option given to us is negation P cup negation Q. Second option given to us is P cup negation Q. Third option given is P cup Q. And the last option given to us is negation P cup Q. So we need to figure out which one of the following four options is a correct answer for the statement given to us. And refer to this idea that for this we will read that as cap, and for this we'll read it as cup. So let's talk about this idea. So before this, first if I talk about cap and cup, we know if I have statements, let's say P and Q, the order or the possible outcomes for this is both can be true. First can be true, second can be false. First can be false, second can be true, or both can be false. And we know that if I have P cap Q, so T cap T is T, all others are F. So if both are true, only then the cap is true. And for cup, it is if only both are F, then it is F, otherwise T. So if both the statements are false, then P cup Q becomes false, otherwise all the statements are true. And for cap, it is if both the statements are true, you have the statement answer as true, otherwise false for all other alternatives. So let's use this idea in our statement and let's find out what that is equivalent to. So there are two methods to solve this question. We'll solve it by first method using the truth table. So if I do it by the first method of forming a truth table, I know P and Q, the possible outcomes are both true, one true, one false, one false, one true, and both false. And we have to also take into account negation Q also and negation P as well. So negation P and negation Q also, let's find it out. So negation P is just the opposite of P outcomes. So if this is true, this becomes false. This is true, this becomes false. This is false, this becomes true. This is false, this becomes true. Negation Q is just the opposite of Q. So if you have T here, you write F. If you have F, you write T. So you get FT, FT. Now let's find first table. First bracket is P cap negation Q. So we need to do it for P and negation Q. So in cap, we know if both of them are T, you put T, otherwise F. So if I write that P and negation Q, if I see, and if I apply cap, we need to just find if both of them are T. So here both of them are T. In all other cases, you would write F. Next idea. We have to cap negation P and Q now. So I'll remove this thing so that we don't get confused again. So now we have to cap negation P and Q. So in negation P and Q, if I apply cap, only these two are T, so this becomes T, otherwise all are false. And the third we have been given here is negation P cap negation Q. So if I apply that idea here again, I'll remove this orange box. So if I apply negation P cap negation Q, we know only these two are T together, so this becomes T, otherwise all others are. So from this idea, we get that F, 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 and T. Now let's find out what we have been asked for. So we have been told that this statement, we have already found out all the three brackets. Now we need to just apply cup between them. So if I apply cup between the first two brackets, let's do that. So if I mention this column number, let's say 1, 2, 3. So if I'm applying 1 cup 2, and if I put this column number as 4, let's see. So in cup, we know if both of them are false, then it's false, otherwise true. So 1 cup 2, if I apply, I get this and this, both of them are false. Here also both of them false. Otherwise, we write it as T. And further, we have been told the final statement is this we have put as column 4, and this is our column 3. So 4 and 3, if I cup again, let's see what I get. So again, if I cup 4 and 3, F and F, that is F. This is T, this is T, this is T. We get all of them as F, T, T. Let's find out which of the options actually matches with this. So let's find out the options now. Again, for the options, if I form a truth table, TT, TF, FT, and FF. Negation P and negation Q. FF, TT, FT, FT. The first option given to me was negation P cup negation Q. So if I apply cup between the two of them, we know if both of them are F, we put F, otherwise T. So if I'm applying cup between this, we get FT, that actually matches with the previous outcomes which we had FT. So I think A should be the answer, but let's check for all others as well. If you have a question on multiple answers correct, you will have to check for all of them. P cup negation Q, if I try to figure out. So if I'm applying P and negation Q's cup, here only you have F, both of them F, otherwise T. So that does not match with our outcomes which we have got in the previous slide, FTDT. So this is not a correct answer. Let's see the third option, P cup Q and negation P cup. So P cup Q, if I see, so P cup Q, I can see both of them are F in the last outcome, so that's F, otherwise T. That also does not match with the previous outcomes. And the last option, if I see negation P and Q's cup, negation P cup Q, F, T. So T, this is T, this is T, this is T. So in everywhere, here we get negation P cup Q. Negation P cup Q, we get T. Here we get F and all others T. So that also does not match with the previous outcomes. We got F, T, T, T. So it matches with only one option, that is option A. So we get the answer for the question as option B. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions on mathematical reasoning. We can find the answer just by doing the first method, that is forming the truth table and solving it. Otherwise, you can solve this question alternatively also. Let's see that by using the formulas. So if I use the idea to write my expression that was given, that was P cap negation Q, cup negation P cap Q, cup negation P cap negation. This was the entire statement given to me. Now I can split this as P cap negation Q cup. Negation P, if I see here, it is common in both of them and cap as well. So if I keep negation P cap common, I'll be left with Q cup negation Q in the bracket. If I try to solve this further, let's see. So negation P cap, Q cup negation Q. So if I have only two possibilities of a statement, either true or false. So if I keep this as T, this becomes F because it is negation of the same statement. If I keep this as F, this becomes T. And we know in cup, both of them have to be F to get your answer F, otherwise it is always T. So T cup F or F cup T, that is always T. So we get the answer for this entire bracket as T for all the situations. So we get negation P is capped with T, that is a true statement. Again, if I apply the idea P cap negation Q cup, negation P, if I see, I can put P as T, so negation P would become F. I can put P as F, so negation of F becomes T. So if you have F cap T, we know it is F. T cap T, we know if both of them are true statements and the cap is applied, you get the answer as T. So basically, if you see, you are getting F when your negation P is F. You're getting answer as T when your negation P is T. So your answers are dependent on the value or the statements true or false of negation P. So your actual answer basically becomes negation. So negation P cap T, I get that as negation P. Further, if I try to solve this, I had P cap negation Q, which is coupled with negation P. Now, if I take negation P ahead and this entire thing behind, it does not matter. If I further solve this, I get again using the distributive law negation P cup P or cap negation P cup negation. Again, if I use that same idea, we already know now from P cup negation P, we had a statement whose negation is cupped. So Q cup negation Q gave us answer as T. Similarly, P cup negation P will also give us answer as T, because this is true in every form. So T capped with a statement. We just solved this same type of expression in the previous slide also. So whenever we had T capped with the statement, we got the answer as the statement itself. That was negation P. Here also, if I have T capped with this entire statement, we will get this statement only because it is dependent on the statement. So here also we get this answer as negation P capped negation. So if I just apply the formulas also with the second method, I get that same answer as negation P cup negation Q, and that matches with option A. So with the second method also you get that same answer A. So whichever method you are comfortable with, you can use that method to solve the questions on mathematical reasoning. If you're comfortable understanding the logic and solving it by using this distributive laws and commutative laws, you can solve it using this method. If you're not comfortable using this method, you can always go and switch back to the truth table and just find whatever option matches with the question asked. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions on mathematical reasoning applying the logic part. I will see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we are going to continue our series of questions on JEE Mains as well as 11th and 12th. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Do share these videos with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of the questions on JEE Mains as well as 11th. So they can also take the benefit from these questions which we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.